Humanity has always looked to the heavens for guidance. Ancient Babylonians studied the stars to predict harvests, tying celestial rhythms to the cycles of life on Earth. Today, modern horoscopes flood social media feeds, offering reflections for a digitally connected generation. Across millennia, the tools may have changed, but the impulse remains the same. We seek patterns in chaos, a sense of order and meaning in life's mysteries. What if this connection to the cosmos isn't just psychological? What if the universe is communicating with us, using the stars as its language? Astrology doesn't claim that celestial bodies control your every move. Instead, it suggests that their movements reflect the rhythms of life. Think of the universe as a symphony, with each planet and star as an instrument playing its part. The melody shifts, sometimes harmonious, sometimes tense, and those changes align with themes in human experience. Much like the moon's gravity influences the tides, astrology suggests we're attuned to a broader cosmic tide that guides our collective and individual journeys. Take the moon as an example. Its pull shapes ocean tides and aligns with natural cycles like planning and animal migrations. Some believe it subtly affects us, our moods, sleep, or energy levels. Astrology extends this idea to other celestial bodies, proposing that their movements correspond to the energies at play in our lives. Mercury retrograde, for instance, doesn't cause miscommunications but mirrors a period when slowing down and reassessing can help us navigate disruptions. Astrology works like observing ocean tides. You can't control the waves, but knowing when they rise and fall that helps you decide when to dive in or wait on the shore. It's less about fate and more about timing, aligning your actions with life's rhythms instead of fighting against them. Astrology doesn't create these shifts, it reflects them, offering insight into the why behind what you're experiencing. At its heart, astrology isn't about surrendering to some cosmic script, it's about deepening your awareness of life's interconnected patterns. Like a map or a weather forecast, it helps you navigate with clarity. What if the stars aren't distant or indifferent, but part of an ongoing dialogue, one that invites us to listen, reflect, and discover meaning in the infinite? At the heart of astrology is its symbolic language of archetypes, universal patterns that reflect the shared experiences of humanity. Depending on your perspective, these archetypes might be echoes of the divine or expressions of Carl Jung's collective unconscious, where deep-rooted symbols influence how we understand ourselves and the world. These archetypes aren't exclusive to astrology, they appear everywhere. In mythology, religion, literature, psychology, and even pop culture. We all recognize these figures instinctively: the hero overcoming adversity, the lover seeking connection, the sage offering wisdom, and the shadow revealing hidden truths. In astrology, these archetypes come alive in the form of planets, each carrying its own symbolic energy. Saturn, often called the taskmaster, embodies discipline, responsibility, and boundaries. And Saturn is the stern elder who hands you difficult lessons, not out of malice, but to help you grow. Venus, on the other hand, is the lover, representing beauty, harmony, and desire. Venus whispers to us in moments of romance and creativity, nudging us toward life's pleasures. Then there's Uranus, the rebel who thrives on shaking up the status quo, introducing innovation and reminding us that transformation often begins with disruption. These planetary archetypes don't dictate events in our lives. Instead, they reflect the energies we already carry within us. When Saturn's influence is prominent, we might face challenges requiring perseverance. When Venus shines, themes of love and connection feel more present. And when Uranus takes center stage, we're often inspired to break free from the old and embrace change. Astrology helps us notice these patterns as they unfold, connecting the celestial to the psychological. Carl Jung's concept of the collective unconscious provides a helpful framework for understanding why these archetypes resonate so deeply. Humanity shares a reservoir of universal symbols, figures like the hero, the mother, or the trickster, that shape how we perceive the world. Astrology acts as a map to these symbols, linking celestial patterns to those in our inner and outer lives. Astrology's critics often demand a causal mechanism. How can the position of Jupiter possibly influence your life? Astrology doesn't claim direct causality. Instead, it operates through synchronicity, a concept suggesting that meaningful connections can exist without a direct cause and effect relationship. Synchronicity, a term popularized by Carl Jung, refers to those uncanny moments when events align in a way that feels significant but aren't logically connected. Imagine thinking about an old friend and they suddenly call you. There's no causal link, but the timing feels too perfect to ignore. Astrology works in a similar way. The movements of celestial bodies and the events of human life are reflections of the same underlying archetypal patterns. For a modern parallel, consider quantum physics and the concept of non-locality. In the quantum realm, particles can become entangled, meaning their states are linked no matter how far apart they are. change the state of one particle, and the other responds instantly. Even across vast distances, this phenomenon suggests that the universe is profoundly interconnected, a notion echoed in astrology's idea of a cosmic web. Astrology doesn't claim that planets cause life's events, but suggests they reflect patterns and rhythms within the interconnected whole. Just as a symphony is meaningful because of the interplay of its parts, astrology invites us to see the harmony between celestial movements and our lives. Astrology aligns with the Hermetic principle of correspondence, famously summarized as above, so below, as within, so without. This principle suggests that the patterns observed in the cosmos mirror those found in human life. It presents the universe as a unified whole, where every part reflects the greater structure. Consider fractals, mathematical patterns that repeat infinitely across scales, from the spiraling branches of trees to the swirls of galaxies. Fractals demonstrate that the rules governing the small also apply to the vast. Astrology works in much the same way, proposing that the same archetypal forces shaping planetary movements also influence our inner and outer lives. The moon provides a tangible example of these reflective cycles. Its phases from new to full and back again parallel cycles of growth, culmination, and rest in human life. Farmers have long relied on lunar rhythms to guide planting and harvesting, aligning with nature's inherent timing. Similarly, we might notice full moon moments of heightened intensity in our own lives, followed by the quiet introspection of a new moon phase. Hermeticism also emphasizes the balance of opposites, light and shadow, expansion and contraction, beginnings and endings. Astrology reflects this duality through its cycles and archetypes. Mercury retrograde, for instance, doesn't disrupt life arbitrarily. It symbolizes a time for pause and reassessment, balancing our constant drive forward. Saturn's influence often brings challenges, but its lessons of discipline and accountability lay the foundation for growth. These cycles remind us that life is not linear, but unfolds in rhythms and patterns. Just as day turns to night and winter gives way to spring, astrology invites us to see these natural rhythms as part of a larger, meaningful order. By tuning into these cycles consciously, we can align ourselves with the ebb and flow of life, making decisions that feel harmonious with the cosmic dance. Astrology, through its connection to Hermetic principles, offers a perspective that bridges the microcosm of individual experience with the macrocosm of the universe. It encourages us to view our lives as part of a universal design, where each phase, joyful or challenging, serves a purpose in the greater rhythm of existence. Astrology's ability to reflect collective energies is particularly relevant in turbulent times, offering insight into the deeper themes shaping our shared experiences. While it doesn't predict specific events, it highlights the archetypal forces at play, giving us a lens to understand periods of profound transformation. Right now, the alignment of planetary archetypes suggests we're in the midst of a seismic shift, a time of reckoning, innovation, and renewal. The Uranus-Pluto square, 2012 to 2015, was a defining moment, setting the stage for revolutionary movements like Occupy Wall Street and global protests against inequality. Uranus, the archetype of rebellion and innovation, clashed with Pluto, the force of transformation and power. These were not isolated events, but part of a larger wave of social unrest, challenging old systems and imagining new possibilities. Now, as the United States experiences its Pluto return, 2022-2025, Pluto's first return to its natal position since the nation's founding in 1776, the themes of transformation, reckoning, and renewal take center stage again. Pluto compels societies to confront their shadows, whether through systemic reform, economic upheaval, or a redefinition of identity. It's a time for reflection on what's hidden or outdated, paving the way for renewal. Meanwhile, Uranus in Taurus, 2018 to 2026, continues to shake the foundations of material society, financial systems, agriculture, and technology. From the rise of cryptocurrency to climate crises and global food shortages, Uranus reflects disruptions that force innovation. It also invites breakthroughs like advancements in renewable energy and sustainable farming, though these often come with growing pains. Running parallel is Neptune in Pisces, 2011-2026, emphasizing interconnectedness and spiritual awareness. This influence highlights environmental crises like rising sea levels, while inspiring movements centered on compassion, mindfulness, and ecological renewal. Neptune pushes humanity to see Earth not as a resource to exploit, but as an interconnected system that requires care and reverence. Astrology doesn't predict specifics, but reveals themes. These planetary alignments suggest we're living through a collective transformation, one that demands both introspection and bold innovation. Quantum mechanics has revealed something profound. The simple act of observation can influence the outcome of an event, known as the observer effect. This phenomenon suggests that reality isn't fixed but shaped, at least in part, by our awareness. Astrology offers a striking parallel. By observing celestial patterns, we engage with them, not as passive bystanders but as participants in their unfolding meaning. Imagine reality as a vast tapestry woven from threads of energy, matter, and consciousness. Astrology invites us to step back and see how the threads of our lives intersect with the cosmic design. It doesn't claim that the stars compel us to act, but offers a map of energies at play, helping us navigate life with greater clarity. This participatory view challenges the mechanistic worldview that separates humans from the universe. Instead, it suggests a dialogue where the stars reflect rhythms we can choose to align with. Now, for example, recognizing a challenging Saturn transit might help us embrace discipline instead of resisting its lessons. Similarly, Venus transits could encourage us to lean into creativity or relationships. Astrology becomes less about prediction and more about collaboration, aligning with the cosmic tides. Quantum physics offers a similar idea through non-locality, where entangled particles influence each other instantly, regardless of distance. This interconnectedness echoes astrology's notion of a cosmic web, where what happens above reflects what happens below. Astrology reminds us we're not isolated but participants in a larger system, co-creating meaning within the cosmic dance. History often feels like it moves in cycles, with patterns of upheaval, growth, and transformation repeating across generations. Astrology offers a compelling framework for understanding these patterns. Major planetary alignments act as markers for these cycles, reflecting archetypal energies that shape pivotal moments in human history. For instance, the Great Conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn in 2020, occurring in Aquarius, marked the beginning of a 200-year air element cycle. This shift highlights themes of communication, innovation, and ideologies, moving away from the material focus of the previous Earth cycle. Already, we've seen rapid advancements in technology, reimagined social structures, and increased reliance on digital connectivity. Similarly, the Saturn-Uranus squares, 2021 to 2022, mirrored the tension between tradition, Saturn, and progress, Uranus. This dynamic played out globally in debates over governance, individual freedoms, and systemic reform. The pandemic amplified these themes, highlighting struggles between maintaining order and embracing change. Astrology doesn't script these events but helps us recognize archetypal forces in play. Understanding these cycles enables us to navigate the future with awareness, balancing innovation with wisdom as we adapt to a rapidly changing world. Astrology often faces criticism for lacking scientific validity. It's true that astrology doesn't fit neatly into the scientific method. But does that make it meaningless? Consider art, music, and religion. None of these can be fully explained by science, yet their impact is profound. Music moves us, religion offers purpose, and art evokes emotions. Astrology belongs in this realm. It's not a hard science, but a symbolic language that provides introspection and meaning. By exploring astrological archetypes and cycles, we gain insight into ourselves and our experiences. Astrology invites reflection. What patterns influence me right now? How can I align with these energies? It offers a narrative lens for understanding life, much like mythology or poetry, helping us frame our struggles and triumphs within a larger cosmic story. Astrology's purpose isn't to prove itself scientifically, but to enrich our understanding of life. Its value lies in its ability to inspire curiosity, connect us to archetypes, and deepen our sense of meaning. Astrology reminds us that we're part of something vast and mysterious. It's not about predicting every detail of the future or blaming Mercury retrograde for minor inconveniences. Instead, it's about recognizing the interconnectedness of life and reflecting on how we move through its rhythms. The stars don't dictate our lives, they serve as mirrors, inviting us to reflect on who we are and how we navigate our choices. Whether you see astrology as science, art, or myth, it opens the door to profound questions. Who are we? What is our place in this vast universe? How can we align with life's cycles instead of resisting them? Thank you for exploring the cosmic dance with us. If this journey sparked curiosity or helped you see life's patterns in a new way, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join us for more deep dives into science, philosophy, and the mysteries of the universe. Remember, understanding the stars isn't about predicting your future. It's about aligning with the rhythms of life and uncovering the wisdom already within you. So as you look up at the sky tonight, ask yourself, what role am I playing in this grand universal story? Until next time, keep questioning, reflecting, and exploring. The cosmos awaits.